Happy hump day. Woo woo. Happy Wednesday to you. I'm here live and very rainy and cool to St. Marie, Michigan. So, welcome to Framework in Five. And I want to thank all of you for voting on our topics in Framework in Five. And what I'd ask you to do for us, if you could, because we're almost through the entire framework. Can you believe it? We're almost through all the topics in the entire framework. And give us a vote. Would you like to see them all done again and just start at the beginning? Whitney and I kind of thought that's what we would do. Or would you love for us to package the framework in just 5 minutes or less every week in a different way? So, whatever thoughts you have, like I've mentioned before, the idea to do Framework in Five came from a partner leader, Amy, in Viroqua, Wisconsin, and we love her for that. And if you have an idea of your own, what you'd like you to see, make sure you mark it in there. So today's vote is: how do you grab the baton? How do you take the wheel? How do you make the organization goals come alive in your department? So you likely have department goals. Everybody's got goals, right? Everybody's got an aim or a project or something that you're trying to improve. So you have your goals and your department's goals, and you're excited about them. Things are going to get better. You just know they are, and they make you all warm and fuzzy inside. You did a great job firing up your staff. You're doing it with them, not to them. You are a dang rock star. You guys, you and your team are going to achieve greatness in your little corner of the world. But here comes the org goals, right? Here comes the org goals. And what you realize is not only do you have to achieve your goals, but you have to make sure that whenever you do achieve your goals and create greatness in your own corner of the world, that in turn, greatness is in alignment with the organization's goals. Or potentially your organization pushed a goal for you. Happened to me when I was a frontline leader. I, was overseeing the inpatient departments. I was so excited. I'm going to do quality and service goals. My staff love our goals. Whee, right? Floating on air. Yay. And then I get a finance goal pushed to me. And it was one that I eventually did see the light and, learned to love over the course of a year and was successful at, but not all that excited at first. So, what do you got to do to grab the baton and do a great job on the org goals? And the first thing is, hopefully you are a key stakeholder. Hopefully you had a voice in what the organization's goals are. I know that some senior leaders, CEOs, and boards involve their frontline leaders. Some do not. But the big deal is, and this comes from Patrick Lencioni's Five Dysfunctions of Team, is you belong to a bigger picture. You belong to that leadership team. You are part of that organization, and you matter. Right? You matter. So make sure that before you leave the meeting room where the organization's goals were conveyed to you, or if you work for an organization that gave you a voice in those goals, that you leave it all on the floor. That's Mr. Lencioni's advice. That's our advice, that you don't leave that meeting room without a clear understanding of what the org goals are and what they mean for your department. Second thing is, make sure that you probably as a frontline leader do an amazing job of conveying each individual employee that works for you their purpose in your department's goals. It's easy to break it down, right? If you're an inpatient leader and you have certified nurses aides that work for you and your goal is responsiveness and timeliness, answer the call lights, people. Do it in a timely fashion. Like, you can give them their, immense purpose in the world. But who's giving you yours? Who's giving you yours? If you can't see, your goal was accepted, you assume it's in alignment with the org goal, but you can't clearly articulate that and see it, then you need to go ask. You need to make an appointment with your senior leader and say, where do I fit in the big picture? How does my department fit in here. One of the big problems that I see with there's a communication chasm between frontline leaders and senior leaders is your perception, and I've had both roles, so I know this, is your perception is your senior leader is too busy to answer this question for you. They're not. You know why they're not? Because you're creating, for you to do your job well the first time and right at the beginning of the goal cycle is way less work for them. So make sure you ask, right? Always make sure you ask. And then the most important thing that you can do for your team is to communicate the organizational goals and the status of them, what your CEO and senior leader are going to give to you at department head meetings, but communicate that back at your staff meetings, and then make sure you connect the dots for staff every single month. This is where we are in alignment with the big picture. All right, that's enough about that, right? What we want for you is to never miss a goal again, to never miss achieving your goals again. And we can help you. Book a call with us. Go to our website, www.capstoneleadership.net, and we shall walk you through this. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.